Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Raiders coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and the story of the Raiders season, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The Raiders hadn't so much as won a playoff game in nearly 2 decades. You had to go all the way back to the 2002 season. But here are the Raiders, CD, in the city they once called home, trying to win it all.
And I like that. And think about their journey, their odyssey, so to speak, right? Oakland to Los Angeles, back to Oakland, now in Las Vegas. They and the Colts, the only teams currently to win a Super Bowl in 2 different cities. Now the Raiders, they have a chance to win in their 3rd city. What a story that would be.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Just keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Seahawks. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Owasor. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and the catch good. It's Eifert.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. A solid stiff arm. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing again is Newton. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Newton's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Swinging this out for Pollard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off play action, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
McCoon just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Newton on 1st down. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Dorsett making the catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this one is incomplete. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun, here's Newton. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go jet sweep here with Chark. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
On second and goal, Newton. They'll try and set up a screen to Etienne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. McPherson's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Tannehill. Throw caught by Raymond.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, it's Tannehill. Open man is Raymond, he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Newton now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 8 yards to go on second down. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Tannehill on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To the air again, Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Etienne once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. And they'll run with Etienne. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. Kyle Pitts, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are moving closer to their 2nd Super Bowl title in franchise history. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
People got the popcorn, got the remote. Let's give them a shake.
And the Seahawks